Hello again, Skeleton Crew, and welcome back to another Leal Legacy commentary. Today we're headed back to 1982, September 22nd, 1982, for a little sage advice. Buyer be wise.
Did you know that every time you buy a new hat, a pet cat, a strawberry float, or a rubber boat,
I like the rhyming.
You're a consumer.
Yeah.
A what?
A consumer. Look at what's on his head.
Take a trip, fix a drip, rent a bike,
Still
you're all alike.
with the rhyming.
You're all consumers.
Did Dr. Seuss write this?
A consumer is anybody who buys things or pays for someone's services.
Makes sense.
Mickey is a consumer.
Of what?
Donald is a consumer.
Of a canoe and stuff?
Goofy, so are you.
Oh.
You're all consumers. From the morning's first light till you get
what?
to bed at night.
They're buying things all day, every day?
All day long? Absolutely.
Huh.
You see, there are a lot of things in your life that cost money. That
Yes.
you probably don't
I
think
know.
about.
Don't I know?
Like the house you live in.
Yep.
The food you eat. Even the electricity that turns your
Yep,
lights
I pay
on
for all those things.
and on. These are all the things you need, but it still takes money.
It does.
Nickels, dimes,
Man.
quarters, and dollars.
This is
to pay for
speaking to me.
Of course,
I
when
feel
you're
this
young,
hard.
Your parents take care of your needs with their income.
When was Max a redhead?
That is, the money they earn working at a job. But if you're a kid, you probably have an income too.
Oh,
Maybe you get an allowance for doing chores around the house.
not my rotten
Or a
kids.
gift for your birthday.
Yeah, they get
Or
that.
money doing errands for people.
Nope.
There are lots of ways for kids to earn an income, if you think about
I
it.
need my children to watch
And that
this.
means they have money to spend on things they want.
Yeah.
In fact, kids have more income to spend on wants than any other
No
age group.
joke. This is exactly what I tell my kids.
How do you spend your money, Goofy?
Me? Oh, Goofy.
Oh, I buy cowboy suits and gym sets and boxing gloves.
Well, the bachelor life.
I think I'll buy a glider.
Man.
Hold on. Do you really have enough money to buy all those things?
Well, he's Goofy of the Disney Empire.
42 cents enough?
Like most of us,
$5.42.
Goofy, you
What?
don't have enough money to buy everything you want. So you need to choose your purchases carefully.
Yes.
To make sure you get the most you possibly can for your money.
How do I do that?
Well, you can start by taking a good look at those things you want to buy.
Do you really need
and ask
2
yourself if
lassos?
You really need them.
Yeah.
Well, I'd really like a bike, but I guess I don't really need it.
I mean,
That's true.
the exercise.
For you, a bike would be a luxury.
I could.
Now, Donald, on the other
Make
hand,
that a reasonable
needs
purchase.
his bike to make deliveries and earn money.
Yes.
For him, a bike is a necessity.
Makes sense.
Now, Goofy, you really need a new suit because your
new
clothes
suit.
don't fit. But do you think Daisy really needs that new hat?
That hat? No.
Life, you're going to have to pay for things you need and things you want to buy.
Whoa.
It's a good idea to get in the habit of taking care of your needs
I
first.
agree.
Then you can spend the money you have left on things you want.
Like a boat.
Oh, and don't forget to put a little aside for savings.
Ah,
That's
yes.
important, too.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. But if I can't buy everything I want, how do I decide which things to buy?
How do I be
Good
happy?
question. Maybe you should figure out why you want all those
Oh, that's a
things, Goofy.
ingenious
What makes
contraption.
you buy the things you
Same with
do?
that.
Well, let's see. Sometimes I buy things to help
Pogo
others,
sticking is
and sometimes I
very
buy
hard
things
and very
that make me
unnecessary,
look
so skip
good
that.
Or feel important.
Yes.
And sometimes I buy things because I
Like
want
clones?
to be like my friends.
Ah, yes.
Or because I see something advertised.
Right, Goofy. Many of our buying decisions are influenced by advertising.
Yes.
Or by our friends.
That's
Sometimes it's important
That's
to feel like you're
all
one of the gang.
tactics I try to use to
But
get people
it's
to
also
buy from me.
important to think for yourself. For example, everybody you know may own a basketball.
Yeah.
But if you don't enjoy playing basketball, it doesn't make sense for you to spend
Yes.
your money that way.
Makes sense.
Don't let yourself get lost in the crowd.
And even if you do like
Now let's see what
basketball, you know,
advertising does for us. It tells
do you
us
need
how
one
much
at home,
things cost
per se?
and where we can buy them.
just
And
have a friend that has
to
one.
all
And
kinds
always
of new
always play with them.
products. In other words, it gives us information.
Okay.
But some advertising also tries to persuade us that a product can make us more beautiful.
Yes.
Or more popular.
Yep.
Or stronger. Or make our lives simpler.
All things you can find at SkeletonCrewFightClub.com.
So think before you buy. Just remember, Goofy, that once your money is gone,
it will never return.
So choose your purchases carefully.
Yes.
And don't get talked into something you don't want. But do ask opinions. Maybe your pal bought something and now he's sorry.
As somebody with an e-commerce store,
and then you won't make
this is a very...
When you're buying clothes,
I feel very...
think twice, or you
know,
could end up
it's mixed
wearing
signals.
A horrible mistake. Smart consumers look for sales to stretch their money.
I know I do.
They check labels carefully to learn about products. They check prices. Maybe the same thing can be bought for less at another store.
Yeah.
And they're careful of bargains that are too good to be true. It could mean poor quality. Smart consumers look
cheaper's not always better.
A guarantee means that
it always feels better.
Breaks down, the manufacturer will stand behind it.
No.
If you have a guarantee, the manufacturer may replace your merchandise or refund your money if you're
Her
not
flesh is rotting.
When you buy something that gives you a lot of trouble and doesn't work,
that's not something you want to skimp on.
Your
Planes?
Responsibility as a consumer to let the business people know.
Yeah, call them out.
When a product or service is faulty,
call them angrily,
them
like
to
Minnie.
do something
See?
about it.
Well, that's a good idea.
Okay, Goofy. Tell us how to get the most for our money.
Well, first, ask yourself if the product is right for you. Be certain it's something you'll use or enjoy a lot.
Oh, Goofy did learn something.
Then, decide if it's a good buy. Make sure it's a quality product and that the manufacturer will stand behind it. Finally,
I stand behind all my things, just so you guys know.
Good, Goofy. What have you decided to buy now?
A shirt from SkeletonCrewFightClub.com.
Enough money for it.
Then why not save up for it?
Huh?
It's a very good habit to always put part of your income away as savings.
That is a very good habit.
Either in your piggy bank or in a savings bank.
Or a safe that you can swim in.
To pay for little
like Scrooge McDuck.
Or big surprises.
Oh.
Or that special something you've always wanted.
Yeah.
So whether you're buying a new hat or a strawberry float,
I was just gonna say, back with the it's kind of
bars
with the
and
rhymings.
bells
It's
to
like every other
exercise,
stanza. Is that what those are called?
it always pays to economize.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
remember, Goofy.
I know. Buyer, be wise.
Yeah. Well, this was a very just like wholesome and helpful lesson. Although, again, with somebody who has a web store that desperately needs the patronage of folks like you, don't pay too close attention to this. Go to leallegacy.com/shop or SkeletonCrewFightClub.com and spend all your money. Spend all your money on things I do stand behind, quality things that I stand behind. See ya.